So tell me, what will make a child, a boy or a girl, try to take his own life? What will make a teenager try to commit suicide if they are experiencing the love that they are supposed to experience in their homes? Then there's no how they will take their life. But the story of this teenager who took her life really shook the world. It's very painful. That is why parents have a lot of work to do. Watch this video from the beginning to the end to see what I'm talking about, because it's not a child's play. Divorce is real and the effects are dangerous to those who are involved. Hello and welcome to the Daughter of God's One channel. I'm so glad that you are here today. Yes, last week we dealt on the topic of divorce and its effect on our children. So before I go into this topic, I just want to welcome you all. I say thank you for coming. God bless you. And to all my returning subscribers, I say thank you. To my new subscribers, I said you are welcome. I say you are welcome. God bless you for being here today, for tuning in. And to my old subscribers, oh, I don't know what I can do without you. I say thank you so much. I really do appreciate you and your love. Yes, so let's go into this topic proper. The effects of divorce can be brutal. It can be life, it can damage the child's life. Just as we heard in my previous video, the story of a girl that killed herself. She killed herself just because everything was too much on her, because her parents were not really giving her the love that she deserves. So she killed herself because she was lonely. She had no one to turn to. And this is so sad. It's not her fault that her parents divorced, but she was meant to face the negative effect of divorce all by herself. So that is why I deem it fit to treat this topic today, so that those that don't know what children go through when they are divorced will be aware of the negative effect of divorce on their children, on our children. Yes, the first thing I want to say is this. Even if you are divorced with your partner, learn to co-parent peacefully. Co-parent peacefully, very, very important. Okay, there is no argument in the presence of the child. When you guys are with a child, that is not the time to start fighting over anything. I know that most of the children are always meant to be with their mom. When the child is with you, don't try to destroy the image of the father or to start saying evil things about his or her father, because no matter what you say, it's still his or her father. And that child may not forgive you for saying those things, unless the child is also experiencing what you are saying. Then the both of you can find a way to deal with that. Okay, and the way you can find is to go to a professional, seek a professional help when things are getting out of hand. When you see that your spouse, or let's say your ex-husband, is being aggressive, or is trying to do damage to you, is trying to harm you and take the child, please make sure you seek for help. Seek for help. Yeah, that is very, very important. Seek professional help. Don't put the child in the middle. Don't try to put the child in the middle. If he is cooperating or she is cooperating, you guys should cooperate well. Even if you are no longer together. Yet now the couples that are divorced, if the both of you are very understanding, it will be very good for that child, because the child will also learn that yes, even if I'm no longer friend with this person, there is also a way we can move on. There is also a way we can work together. So please, you guys should learn to work together for the benefit of that child, for the good of that child, so that the child will not be in the middle facing negative atmosphere and energy. It doesn't do well. It doesn't go well with children. Very, very important. And please don't make promise for your partner, for your ex-partner. Don't make promise like you mother saying, yes, your dad will buy you a car, or your dad will buy you this. Please don't make promise for the person that is not there. Allow him to make the promise by himself. Allow him to promise his child, or yes, to promise his child what he or she wants to give him or her. Okay, that is very, very important. And again, this is also time to look into the situation properly if that child is no longer a child but a teenager, that is a time to make sure that you are the best friend, to your teenage boy or teenage girl, because in this time they tend to listen to outsiders more, because they think, yes, my parents cannot really tell me something, they cannot really discuss with me, because they were not even able to put their lives in order. So how can they help me with my own life? So they will tend to listen to their friends more than listening to you. So that is why you have to start building the relationship on time. Make sure that you keep to your promises. Don't promise your child like most of the fathers do. Don't promise your child, oh, I'm coming to pick you this weekend, and you never call, you never come. It's so sad. If it is your time to pick your child up, make sure you keep to it. There is also ways to avoid your child experiencing the negative effects of divorce. Make sure you keep to your word, because I remember a child, who always come to me. He is like 10, 12 years old, and he said, Mrs. Benedict, do you know what? My dad has never kept to his word. He said he will come pick me up, but he never does. I had an appointment with him to go to the cinema, or to go shopping, and he never come. This is sad. If your child start thinking this way about you, please try and make sure that you keep to your words. Try and make appointment with your child. Be with that child like an adult. Don't see him or her as a baby. No, they have passed that stage now. He's a teenager now, or he's a teenager, or she's a teenager. Try to bring out time and have fun with him or her. This is very, very important. Avoid bad mouthing the mom or the dad. I've said it before. Yes, that is very, very important. Try to work on your own relationship with your child. Work on your relationship with your child. If the child is with you, concentrate there. Concentrate on your relationship with the child. Don't bring in the second or third person. No, it doesn't. It doesn't favor the child, and it doesn't favor your relationship with the child as well. Try to make sure that the child have fun whenever he or she is with you. Make sure that you teach the child the way of God. Very important. Make sure that God is your basis. Even if your relationship did not work out, there is always a second chance. God is a God of second chance. Maybe it was not meant to be, and it happened that way. So don't say no. I'm going to block anybody coming into my life. Yes, you can block them at the beginning, but try to invest more in yourself and try to be there for your child or for your children. Very, very important. This is very, very important. It's your own decision to decide. It's yours to decide if you want someone else into your life or not. But first, we are talking about the child. Try to be the best parent that you can be for that child. It's very, very important. And the next one I want to talk about is this. Even if you have made up your mind to have another wife or another husband, don't put your child as the last in the list. Please make sure you explain to your partner, your new partner, that yes, I've got child or I've got children, and let them see your children. Because anyone that cannot accept you and your children, that person doesn't really love you. If the man is not able to accept your children like his, then he is not for you. If the woman is not ready to accept your child or your children like hers, then she is not really in love with you. She's not really in love with you. So anyone that loves you has to love your child or your children, because that is a packet. And please don't hide anything from your spouse, from your new spouse. Don't hide anything, because anything you hide will have a negative effect on your children and on your relationship with that person. Try to be transparent. Try to be honest. Tell your partner how it happened. That is if you want to. But it's good you open up at the beginning, rather than her or him hearing it from outsiders. Is very, very bad. Okay, Try to open up to your partner, tell them, but don't badmouth your ex in their presence, because it also shows how you are and what you will do if the both of you are no longer together. So try not to badmouth the other person because the person is no longer with you. Okay, just say yes, it didn't work out, this and this happened, but yes, I take also blame for some things that happened. Take responsibility. It has not worked out because you did not also put in your 100%. The both of you did not commit to that relationship very well to work out. So try to own up and take responsibility. And I want to say this, don't forget your child. Even if you are in a new relationship, make sure you have the time for that child. Make sure you have time for him or her, okay? And make sure you introduce your child to your new partner. It is very, very important. It is very, very important. And by God's grace, everything will work out. And what I want to say again is this: help your child by discovering what he or she likes doing most, Try to empower the child in that which he or she likes doing. Is it a basketballer, a footballer, a singer? Try to be involved in his or her life. Don't say because you are staying with your mom, then let her make the decision. No, try to call and ask, oh, how are you doing, Max? What was it today that you guys did in the school today? What was it that you guys did in the school? So how did it go and that? Try to find out things about the child. You are building a relationship with the child. The more you show interest in his or her affair, that is very, very true, and that is proper. It's proper, and it will help your child not to experience the negative effect of divorce. It will help your child to know that even if my mom and my dad are no longer together, I know that they love me. My mom and my dad love me, and they are doing their best to, to make sure that I feel good. The next thing I want to say again is this: if the child comes visiting, make sure the child has something he or she can do for you, okay? Don't just say, oh, because I want to appear very nice, then let the child do whatever he or she like to do, or let the teenager do whatever he or she like to do. No, there is time for everything. So let the child have little domestic work that he or she can do, and be consequential. Try to be consequent in whatever you are doing. If the child has not done what he or she is doing, and you say, this week I'm not going to take you to the McDonald's or this, let it be kept to your words. Let them know that you are a man or a woman that keeps to his or her word. It's very, very important. And try to talk to your child about sex. Very important too, because you are no longer living with him or her, because you are no longer living with him or her. So it's very, very important that you also try to find out about his or her sexual life, his relationship. That is for those people who have teenage children now. You try to find out what is going on in his or her life. That is how to build a strong bond, even if you are not living with him or her. Okay? It's very, very important. It's very, very important. Create a wonderful atmosphere whenever you come to visit. Love them, love your child, and make the child feel that love. Because assuming that girl that killed herself, assuming she experienced the love of mom and dad, I tell you, the child, that girl wouldn't have committed suicide. She wouldn't have killed herself. But because the love was not there, and I don't want you to make the same mistake. Things happen at times. Relationship may fail, but please don't fail your child. Be there, know what is happening. If your child is keeping too much to himself or herself, find out why it is like that. Find out. Please try and be involved in their lives. This will help them to live a freer life. They will grow up mentally sound because their atmosphere is good and they experience love of mom and dad. I can't say that this type of thing may not happen again, but I just pray it doesn't. And I pray that God be with you, that God will give you the wisdom to handle situation the way you are supposed to do that, the way you are supposed to handle them. In Jesus' name, amen. Yes, that is our topic for today. If you have any other thing that you want to chip in, I am open. Just drop in. This will benefit any mom or dad that comes across this video. Okay? Anyone that comes across this video, those things will benefit them. Whatever you have written will benefit them. So please try and write those things that I forgot to talk about. Write them in the inbox and make sure you're listening from the beginning to the end. Don't skip, or else you miss part of the thing that I've said. I love you, but Jesus loves you more. Stay blessed till I come your way next time. Bye for now.